All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the Resonator one wire bulb. I'm going to start at frequency 100K, square wave, amplitudes all the way up, which will give me 18 volts on the function generator hooked up like this. Capacitor's right there. Your ground's going to be hooked up to the other side with the inductor there. Load is going to be in the middle. Your scope's going to be on the same ground, and then we're going to check what you have ricocheting power-wise back and forth inside of here. So if we take the scope and go on the outside, we'll have 18 volts. If we go on the inside, this will vary depending on frequency, and eventually we'll get this bulb to light. So here's our setup. There's the inductor, which is nothing more than this. You can plug in a coil of wire right into there and take that out. That's just smaller, for example. The other side, the capacitor, can be that, but right now we're using a variable one just for demonstration purposes, but we can pull that out and make it a lot smaller and just use that. So right now two grounds are hooked up on one side. This is the scope hooked up on the other side. The function generator hooked up on this side. We're going to take the scope lead and hook it up right in the middle, and we'll see what we get. We're going to start at 100K, and we're going to comb through the frequencies slowly up until we can get that bulb to light. Right now we have nothing. We'll go over to the scope. You can see the voltage changes with frequency. So I'm combing through the frequencies. Right there we hit a resonant frequency. Back down once our frequency changes. We'll keep combing up, and you'll hit another resonant frequency. As I keep turning the frequency up, voltage goes back down. So eventually, still nothing with the bulb. Let's go all the way. Nothing. Okay, right now we're up to 400,000. We're going to go up to 1 megahertz range. Eddie, get out of here. Move. All right, and we're going to comb back down starting at 4 megahertz. Combing down. Down, getting close to the resonant frequency. Boom. Now the bulb is lit. Off the resonant frequency, back on it. Not sure if you can see that well. So this is just, I turn it around and get an orange one instead of the blue, depending on what shows up on camera best, but you can see that one pretty good. So you can see right around 1 megahertz is where we get the best output. Now if we vary the capacitor, let's crank up the capacitance a little bit. Go back. It's not as high. It won't even light the bulb now. So you have to keep fine-tuning the capacitance until you can get it to the point where you get maximum amount. Because any less and any more, you don't get it. But you'll still get multiple resonant frequencies. Cone it up, I'll get another one for a blip. Back down. So you really got to play with it back and forth, and eventually you'll get it. I'm going to turn this back up, because I know It's roughly where it's set the best. So you can vary the inductance to get the highest amount of voltage in between, and the capacitance to get the highest amount in between, because it won't always be the same. Even if you compensate with frequency, your voltage level will still depend on the capacitance level and the inductance level.